Good morning everyone. It's very early on Sunday morning. I'm heading over to the cover of the trees over there because it's very windy, and I'm off to film episode 3 of Crime Stories Sunday, which will be on my second channel, Michelle Walks, premiering 8 PM UK time today. If you haven't seen my second channel, Michelle Walks, then I'll leave a link to it in the cards up there, but it's in the description box of every single video on this channel. Oh yeah, I'm Michelle, by the way, and hope you're well. But I'm really not going to dwell on this, but I do have an opinion, and this is something that a few people now have asked me to comment on, and that is the train wreck that was Don Wells and Candus. Not last night, the night before. He started off reasonably sober as far as I can tell, but coherent, on Ziggy's channel. Then when he said goodbye to Ziggy, he went over to No Thanks. He had a conversation there, and then he ended up on Molly Golightly's channel. It was on that channel that it really came to a head. Oh, if you haven't seen it, I put 2 clips together from Molly Golightly's, and that's over on Michelle Walks. Even though a train wreck, I thought they were useful to record, actually. Now, it's controversial. I've listened to a lot of people over the last 24 hours. And I've seen a lot of comments both on my Facebook group, link in description, and on YouTube. And it's split. And honestly, I'm split as well. I'm conflicted on how I feel about this. I really am. It's horrible to watch. It's uncomfortable to watch. And I can understand the people who are saying creators shouldn't be allowing Don on their channels. You know, he's a grown-ass man, he can make his own decisions, and he's the one who wants to go on panels. He's not being forced by anyone to go on panels. He's ringing in to panels, and he panel hops from one channel to another. But the argument is that creators shouldn't be giving him the time on their channels, and they're only doing it for views. They're doing it for views, are they? I guess. I mean, you can say everybody who's on YouTube or, you know, wants every video and every stream that they produce to be viewed. Of course they do. Why would you be on YouTube giving your opinion or giving information or presenting something, anything on YouTube without wanting it to get views? So I think it's somewhat unfair when people say they're only doing it for views. Well, yeah, but the audience need to obviously make up their own mind as to whether they're going to give those creators those views or not. The creators have that choice. They're not breaking any terms of service. Donald is a grown-ass man. He knows what he's doing. He might be drunk, but he knows what he's doing. And the audience, if they choose to watch it, great. If they don't, great. But me personally, I am conflicted on this. But it's horrible. It's horrible to watch. But I'm like 60-40 in favour of all of this being viewed. All of this being put out on YouTube. If we want to understand what happened to Summer, and more widely, if we want to understand the Wells family, the environment that she grew up in, the environment that her brothers grew up in. Her brothers are currently under the care of the CPS. And we can full well see the reasons why that is. It's like getting a first-hand glimpse into the life that those children had. I mean, does it give us direct information on what happened to Summer? No, No, he doesn't. I mean, I know some people are like, you know, waiting for Don to slip, waiting for him to give things away, and you know, could be the first person to get Don to confess. I don't know whether he'll confess. I don't know whether he's got anything to confess. Let's be honest. But at the same time, he does say things. He does say things that are worrying. And I think if we want to understand the life of those children, then Don's voluntarily giving people that information. He knows what he's doing. I mean, I know that, you know, he's going to be very sorry the day after for making a fool of himself. Who isn't sorry when they've been drunk and made a fool of themselves? But maybe he'll learn. Maybe he'll learn from that mistake. But the things that, you know, concern me was obviously the way that Candus and Don were talking to each other is horrible. It's a very dysfunctional relationship. They need to stay the hell away from each other. They're not good for each other. It's very toxic. It gives us a first-hand glimpse into the type of behaviour that might have got Don arrested last October. It's the type of behaviour that the children will have witnessed. Because I don't believe for 1 minute that Don and Candus have suddenly become like this because Summer's disappeared. I mean, you know, they're both drug users, they're both alcoholics, well before Summer disappeared. And I know they're in pain and I know they're suffering. But at the end of the day, stay off YouTube. Stay off YouTube. And I know Candus wants Don to stay off YouTube, and regardless of whatever role Candus may or may not have had in Summer's disappearance, I do feel sorry for her. She wants Don to stay off YouTube. And he's disregarding because he's selfish. He enjoys the attention. So we might say, well, don't give him the attention. And if you feel like that, well, don't watch him. Simple as that. But the information about the boys, when he said that he had to sneak to speak to Josie. Josie is the name of one of Don's sons. And he's not allowed to speak to the boys about Summer's case. Why? People have questioned. Because they're witnesses. They're witnesses to what happened. So it would be seen as witness tampering. And it begs the question, what have the boys said? I don't know. That's an open question. We just don't know. But let me know your comments and views below. I've been Michelle. I hope you're well. It's very, very, very windy. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you very soon, very, very soon, over on Michelle Walks, 8 PM UK time, for the premiere of episode 3 of Crime Stories Sunday, where we'll be discussing the nightmare nurse, the UK serial killer Beverly Allitt. Bye from Miss Tillington and Miss Cassie Springer.